The nuts.
Hey guys, welcome to another season of Nerdmas. I'm your host, Emma Garcia, and joining me in studio, I have Kayvon Fraser and Kayvon Austin. Who wins this game? Are you guys ready? Okay, now you don't have as much time here as he does. How confident are you feeling?
I'm always confident. I step up here every night, so
You're not gonna take that.
no, I'm built for it.
Okay, so basically the rules are pretty simple. We're gonna see a question pop up on the screen. You guys are just gonna have to guess which question, which answer do you think is correct. So let's see who knows their teammates better. First question: what gets found Crawford by A, soccer, B, food, C, video games, D, Coach Mary Nelly. Now you have 10 seconds to write down your answer. Oh, come on, come on. 3, 2, all right. Shall I answer your answer? B, Coach Marinella. Why so?
Marinette Madness, that gets everybody fired up, so that can't be a wrong answer.
What's your answer? C,
Video game.
why?
Because it bring the kids out of enrollment. So I feel as though if anything you get fired up, you might play a little Call of Duty, you might play Mag, you might play 2K. So I'm gonna go with C. I was gonna go with 4. Big Slim, big fat, big Slim. So I'm gonna go with C.
You're gonna regret your answer.
I was just really fired up. Also seen a quarterback drop back. I like to eat there too.
Food. Everyone loves food. I get fired up at food. So, okay, we're getting warmed up. This is just a warm-up round. Let's hit the next question. If Joe Looney was naked and afraid, what item would he take with him? A, bow and arrow. B, knife. C, lighter. D, insect repellent. Naked and afraid. That would be so too much. Alright, time's up. Show us your answers. C and B. Alright, why a lighter?
He is naked, so a lighter to warm him up. You know, light up some fire to warm him up. I don't know.
Okay, why B?
I go with B because he's going naked and free. First of all, naked and free is about survival. You know how to survive. You can make your own fire with sticks. So with that being said, you gotta cut them sticks or you gotta break them with knives. Animals in there too, so you gotta protect yourself. So I'm gonna go with B.
Now before we hear his answer, what would be your item? Would it be a knife?
Oh, I'm gonna go for protection, so I'm going with knife and I can kill animals with the knife so I can eat when I got the stick. So
You're ready, man. We need to get you on that show. What would be your item?
taking a bow and arrow. How you taking a bow and arrow when you got C on the thing, but you got A in your line? What you want to do? I would see what Joe Looney would take. I'm taking a bow and arrow because I got aim. I'm aiming at everything.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel.
I set my draft board
It was
up.
just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we.
Who
as
I got?
The Seahawks get
Let me
set
know
to
who I
match
picked.
up with the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
B, elasticity. C, immortality. D, invincibility. Now, superpower. One of you better get this right. Alright, show your answers. D, invisibility. Okay. Let's hear it.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Smith. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But this nigga Aaron Hearns about to get cut.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. On third down, Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Elliott able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Nope.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A second down throw for Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Prescott now on second down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
When people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Wilson on second down. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Alert!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And no, incomplete. He poked it free. Prevents the touchdown. It also brings up 4th.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always, half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. On 2nd down, Wilson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson going to throw again. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again here, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Wilson looking to throw on second down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This time Wilson will throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. Here's McKissick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
14.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Ooh.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, good move. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Prescott on 1st down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
46.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard. And
same play again.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They'll run with McKissick. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And the Seahawks on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Prescott now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although...
What's up? I don't know. Oh my God, man.
I'm picking up for you. Oh, yeah, you might have to tell me.